All right, happy Tuesday. So let's jump into pretty much the pre-market plan for April 23rd. So how's the mindset? How we're feeling today? Woke up at 4 a.m. My regular routine, cold shower, reviewed my trade, from yesterday, meditated, gratitude, prayed, goals, vision board, Bible, video on my way to jiu-jitsu, on my way back home, video recording journal, and at 7, I also, after I finished my journaling video, I finished, or not really finished, but I continued listening to a Bible. And from there, I had coffee at 7:40 with sunlight, and taking sunlight, and audiobook. 8 a.m. clocked into work. I went to sleep around 8 p.m. Woke up at 4. It wasn't the best night's sleep. It was a bit light throughout the night. So woke up feeling tired. I'm still feeling a bit tired today. I'm feeling like a 6 tired wise, and I'm feeling a bit sore. My body's definitely feeling pretty sore today. But let's jump into the overall market. So SPY is currently holding above 500. It's currently trading at 501. So very simple. If we break yesterday day, we could potentially see a nice potential move higher, or we could just chop around and we actually see a couple of another day of pretty much another basing candle, another doji candle. If you look at QQ, very similar scenario. We're currently trading right above 420. So similar scenario. If we could break yesterday day, we could potentially see a move higher, but for some reason I'm getting the vibe that we might just chop around today again. It's kind of like giving me that vibe, and it wouldn't look bad if we actually have another day of consolidation for another leg lower, but we can actually push higher. So starting off in NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, the reason I like NVIDIA is because we're gapping up in pre-market session. We are above a big psychological low, which is 800, and we are holding a pre-market session pretty nice, 805. So with NVIDIA is very simple, a hold between zone 804 and 800 for a move higher, and if we get below 800, I like it for a move lower. So it's just paying close attention to what price action tells me and trading that pretty much the price action. Apple, when I was creating this game plan, I was liking it way more, but now that we're holding a bit higher, we're actually holding above yesterday close, so not really loving it that much, but I do have it there. So with Apple, it's very simple, a potential bear flag, a quick bear flag to the downside. So for me to like Apple, want to see us break and hold below yesterday lower day. And then we have AMD. I'm not really loving AMD at all, but I do have it there because I'm going against a bigger picture. So weekly looks bearish, daily, as you can see here, looks pretty bearish. Yes, we had a nice doji yesterday. Today we're gapping above, trading right below pre-market high, so it doesn't look bad for a move to pretty much 2 days ago high day. But with this one, if it sets up, I really want to be cautious and just go in with a scalping hat. Honestly, I'm not really loving anything today. NVIDIA is pretty decent. That's the only one that I don't mind. Like that one, it's actually looking pretty decent. But besides that, Apple, I'm not liking, and AMD. So if I do trade Apple or AMD, well, especially AMD. If I trade AMD, I want to be cautious and go in with my scalping hat. So quick moves. But let's jump into the smaller time frame. So if we start off with NVIDIA, so this is what I like about NVIDIA. So as you can see, we're holding 805 really good in pre-market session. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe a pullback. I don't want to see a breakdown if we want to see a move higher, but a pullback for a push higher. Even the hold of 805. I do want to be a bit patient. I'm not loving it. It is looking pretty decent, but I don't want to take it off the open. So I want to be patient and let pretty much it tell me the story. So I don't want to take it right off the open, but I do want to be patient and just let pretty much price action tell me the story. Apple. So with Apple, when I was creating this game plan, we were holding around this level or this area. So now that we're holding above, I'm not really loving it, but it's very simple. If we can actually break yesterday a day, I like it for a move lower. It's very simple. And the main reason is just because we're at the time we were holding relatively weaker than the lower market, and bigger picture correlates with Apple for a move lower. And then AMD, as you can see, we're holding pretty nice up here. So it's very simple, a break and hold above pre-market high for a quick scalp to pretty much psychological level 153. 153.50, 154, and potentially 2 days ago higher day. So that's about it. Honestly, not loving much today, so I do want to take a bit of a back seat. We do have earnings today with Tesla, so I don't want to burn my mental capital today, especially with how everything's set up. If something sets up, I do want to execute, but I'm not really loving it, so I might just be a spectator if nothing sets up. But nevertheless, looking pretty decent. But again, I want to see a pattern. I don't want to just jump the gun, especially because again, potentially Tesla could show some good opportunity tomorrow. So I want to make sure I don't burn mental capital on a day that it's not really worth it. But that being said, very simple. That's gonna be it for